EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for August 15th, 2025. The Friday video forecast is proudly sponsored by McCall Collective Brewing. McCall is a family-owned and operated brewery with two locations in the Lehigh Valley. Their original Southside Allentown location is at 102 East Susquehanna Street, and their second location, McCall Collective Tap House in Trexlertown, is located at 7743 Hamilton Boulevard. Both locations are open 7 days a week and have a full food menu, plenty of beer to choose from for both dine-in or takeout, along with local wine and cocktails. Freshly squeezed Easy Peasy is back. Their award-winning 5% hard pink lemonade is the perfect summer sipper for the beach, next to a pool, or chilling wherever. Available in 6-packs to go at both locations currently, and next week the Susquehanna location will be celebrating their 5-year anniversary and have a week-long list of events planned between the 23rd and 30th. For more information on that and all of their upcoming events, please visit their Facebook page, or to place online orders, visit their website, McCallCollectiveBrewing.com, proud sponsors of the Friday video forecast. You wonder why I'm dressed like a smacked ass today? It's because I was out golfing, and I don't normally dress like this. I usually have like a, dress down office t-shirt kind of thing, but today I'm a little dressed up for that. Just got back from golfing. Golfing and then dinner and, the usual drinks after playing. But kind of hot today. It was pretty humid and sticky. So shower is going to be the next thing on my agenda. But we got, here's Friday. We have a partly cloudy day, another warm and sticky day. The humidity is going to be still high, as you see here, dew points in the lower 70s. So another really sticky day today. And temperatures, obviously, mid to upper 80s. That mid 80s, their 84-degree reading is actually not going to be our northwestern areas. It's going to be right along the shore points. And the interior is generally 87 to 89. So no matter where you're at, everybody's going to be in the upper 80s today. The reason for that is there is a very weak high pressure sitting here, creating a very weak onshore flow, enough to get a little bit cooler at the shore points, but the interior, again, like I said, will be a little bit on the warmer side today. But because of that, because of the presence of that high pressure and that weak flow and the increased moisture, the combination of increased moisture, as you see here, and also a very weak shortwave or upper level piece of energy moving through the region will be the opportunity for a pop-up stray, arbitrarily placed shower or thunderstorm this afternoon or early evening. The cold front that came through was actually way down here. There's your cold front. But you see this little piece of energy moving through. It's going to spin through the region. And when it does that, it's going to give the opportunity for just something very stray to pop up. And just to get any heating boundary in this kind of hot and humid environment, this is what happens. Okay, it's summer, typical summer behavior. As we go over the NAM high-res future simulated radar, starting us off here at noon and just moving it forward, you can see some very arbitrarily placed pop-ups. They might not be exactly here. This is the model trying to figure out where it's going to be. It might not necessarily be in those areas, but anywhere it would be under the gun for just a stray or isolated shower or storm. Could be any of these storms get going here. Could have some quick downpours with them. That's all you're really going to see. That's it. And this threat goes through early evening, and then that wanes. Overnight, any morning clouds giving way to sun is what we're expecting. Might be a few showers here in central PA overnight too, but we're looking at sun here on Saturday. So any morning clouds giving way to sun on Saturday. And temperatures very slightly cooler, not by much. 83 to 88 is the temperature spread here on Saturday. Going back to the European model now, moving things forward. There's Saturday, nothing really much to speak of there. Sunday, we have another cold front approaching, and this is going to be a little bit late. It's a little bit late, so the timing of this isn't going to be conducive for any really strong storms or anything like that, but we might have some thunderstorms, especially across the northern portions of our region here on Sunday afternoon and early evening as this cold front approaches. But since it's coming in mostly after dark for the rest of us, it's just going to kind of fizzle and fall apart, we think. And then we get the Monday, we are back to partly cloudy skies, and temperatures will be lower once because the front's going to come through and bring in some cooler weather for next week. So we're looking at highs in the lower 80s, generally lower to middle 80s here, 80 to 85 degree range here on Monday. So, and lower humidity behind that front. On Tuesday, we have another shortwave approaching the region, but this might get held up a little bit because down here we have what is expected to be hurricane, probably a major hurricane at this point. Major Hurricane Erin that is off the southeastern U.S. coastline, so it's going to slow this up a little bit and not allow it to just plow through. So we do have a few showers in the forecast here for Tuesday, but it's going to be kind of hit or miss, not really a big deal. And then mostly cloudy here on Wednesday as the system's pushed off to the southwest because this thing's coming up the coast. Now, we still do expect this to recurve, and I said yesterday's video that this is probably not going to hit the East Coast, and that was about at that lead time, which was 1 week ahead. At that point, we were talking about a 50% confidence at that point that it is not going to hit the East Coast. I'm going to say probably again today. Okay, it's probably not, but every day that goes by, like today's Friday, right? So every day that goes by, you can add 10% to that confidence. Now we're 60% confident it's not going to hit the East Coast. Tomorrow, if I'm saying probably again, that means it's a 70% confidence that it's not hitting the East Coast. So we're getting more confident that it's not going to. It's not impossible yet, but the odds are starting to increase against something like that happening, and this should just pass off to our east. Whether it gets this close or not remains to be seen, but we looked at this yesterday, and the models that ran yesterday for this same time frame yesterday, I don't have it here, but it was right up along the coast here. So, I mean, obviously that would be a lot worse impacts, but regardless of this hitting or not, you still have very high rip currents of surf. This is going to go all the way down here also, but for our shore points, very high surf and rip currents are going to be a big issue with this thing, even though it's going to be possibly a couple 100 miles offshore here. Okay, so just that close proximity, you get a hurricane that strong, and you're going to have some pretty large swells. Probably not going to be able to swim in the middle of the week, mid to late week period, until those swells abate a little bit. Okay, but this then moves away, and then we get to next Thursday. We are back to partly cloudy skies in the wake of that. Both systems here. One of the reasons why we're gaining confidence, the European ensemble, which I'm showing you here for Erin, they're really tight here, really tight up in this area. Most of these are going to be within this cone of the middle of where it's going to go. So these, you got a few outliers here, but not quite as aggressive as yesterday. One that still goes right here, which would be a horrendous track. But the rest of them are, there's got some a little bit closer here. One or two there. There's not many. So out of the individual runs, which there are 51 in total, 50 individual ensemble members plus the control run, and only one is bringing it to the west here. So odds are stacked against this making landfall anywhere on the eastern U.S. Eastern seaboard. So we'll continue to follow that, but right now I would not be panicking and going, oh no, here comes a hurricane. Even though it's going to look like it's going to come at you. I mean, it's going to, when it starts coming out from the northeast Bahamas, it's still kind of heading toward the United States at this point, but we do expect this is going to make a turn somewhere around the latitude of Charleston, South Carolina, and then just head north and then finally northeast and away from the U.S. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchers. That is your outlook for August 15th, 2025. Have a great Friday.